Alright guys, the fourth pillar of performance is strength training. I implement strength training now for 1 year in my training routine, and for me it's crucial for three main reasons. First one, injury prevention. Second one, it improves my running economy. And the third reason is because personally it also improves my speed while running. Alright, injury prevention. When I run, or when you run as well, it's always the same movement patterns. So it's the same group of muscles that gets impacted every time at each step. And so it's very easy to overload some tendons and some muscles. A lot of runners have pain in the knees, have pain in the Achilles tendons. And that's why strength can help to strengthen those parts and to prevent like that to get injuries. I give two examples. The first one, having pain around the knees is often because of weak glutes. Glutes stabilize a lot the hips. When the glutes are weak, the butt is weak, then people will move a lot more and the knees will get a lot more impact, which can create pain in the knees. So strength can strengthen the glutes. Secondly, the Achilles tendons, a very common injury among runners, I have it as well, can get easily overloaded, and the only way to strengthen this tendon is with the exercise that I will do by doing heel raises with a very big load, because tendons only react to heavy loads. So that's the first reason why strength training is important for runners. Second reason that strength training is super important, it is to improve your running economy and running coordination. What do I mean by that? You can have a certain aerobic shape, but if you run like that, you will lose much more energy with your same shape than if you run beautifully like that. And running beautifully like that can be improved with strength training. I do that with a lot of single leg exercises, which means I will do now an exercise on a single leg like this. Why not on two legs? Because we are running on one leg, so it's important to do the most possible exercises on one leg and not two ones. Otherwise, a strong leg can compensate for the lack of strength in the weak leg. So, strength to improve the running economy and running coordination. Third reason that strength training is super important for me and maybe also for you is for improving the running speed. So I'm working with a sensor to try and do all my exercises with a lot of speed, which improves my ability of my brain to send more neuromuscular impulses to my muscles, and so activate my muscles 100% or much more in a short period of time, which improves my speed. I'll give you a short anecdote. So the last 2 years, I've competed in many European championships and world championships, and every time in the last 100 or 150 meter, in the last sprint, I got dropped by everyone and I never qualified for the final because I was too slow in the last sprint. After that, my conclusion was I have to improve my speed. I started to do strength training based on speed, and the result is 2 months ago, I qualified for the Olympic final because my speed improved in the last 100 meters. So I really saw the results, and that's why I'm telling you, strength training can improve your speed. Right now, we are on one of the most beautiful tracks in the world, at 2,400 meter altitude in Kenya. It's called the Kamarini track. And this is the location where I did my second training camp of my professional career as a runner, and where I learned a crucial lesson. 2 years ago, back in 2022, when I was still a student, I used to run super hard twice a week. But then, 3 times per year during the exam period, I stopped with running completely. And I barely progressed. And I was asking myself, how does it come? Because I'm training super hard. But then when I went to Kenya, I saw that a lot of Kenyan runners don't train super hard, but they train every day, 365 days a year, 10 years straight. Their consistency was insane. And so that's where I learned a big lesson, is that consistency beats hard work. If I want to get top of the world in running, the key is to be super consistent and not to train super hard and then stop for maybe 3 weeks because of injury or exams or etc. No, consistency beats everything. And so in running, there's no quick gain with hard work. There are only long-term gains. That's endurance. Endurance is, for example, building more mitochondria in the cells. These are like the powerhouses of our energy in the body. And creating more mitochondria takes a lot of time. These are metabolic adaptations where I stress the body with training and the body adapts itself by creating more of these cellular organs. It's not by training super hard for 2 months that I will have more mitochondria in my body. Is by being super consistent over the years. So that's the second lesson, everyone. The second pillar of performance, it is consistency. Just did my morning training, it's the afternoon right now, so come with me for a nap. The third pillar of performance is sleep. Sleeping is so important. It's maybe the most boring advice that the most high-level athletes give, but it's the most important one. Look at Roger Federer, look at Ronaldo. They all give as advice to sleep a lot. So that's what I do. I try to be 9 hours in bed each day in total. So around 8 to 9 hours sleep during the night, and then maybe always, and then I try also to nap for 1 hour during the day. There are 2 times in a day when you make progress. First, when you train. When you train, the body gets broken. Muscles are torn apart, tendons get inflamed, etc. So the body has to build itself back up. And it's primarily during the sleep that the body has time to build itself back up and build itself back up stronger than before. So it's during the sleep that you're making also a big part of your progress. So if you don't sleep enough at night, you're not reaching your full potential. I'm going for a nap. See you guys.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Fourth pillar. Fueling. Fueling is super important for 2 reasons. First, to build back up the body after it's broken down during training. So it's a big part of making progress. And secondly, it's also important, of course, to replenish your energy stores in the body. What happens if you don't fuel enough? First, you increase your risk of getting injured. Because, for example, if your muscles don't get enough energy or not build back up correctly after training, they will not work properly, and it's your tendons, for example, that will have to take up a big load that the muscles can't take up anymore, which can create a lot of injuries such as inflamed tendons. Secondly, of course, you don't have enough energy to train, which can decrease your ability to train a lot of volume and so to make more progress. And thirdly, it will also decrease your immunity. Your immune system needs a lot of energy to work, and without proper fueling, you can get sick more easily and that way train less. Now I see the question coming, what about having low weights when competing? Because being lightweight, of course, can be beneficial when you compete because you have less weight to carry, so you need less oxygen to do the same endurance effort. My answer is yes, low weight can be super useful when you compete. However, there is the right time to decrease your weight. Don't try to lose weight when you're in a heavy training period, because that's the moment that the body needs energy, needs food, needs calories for fuel and to build itself back up. So there are 2 moments that you can lose weight. First, before you start a heavy training period, or right at the end when you start tapering before a race. Last period, guys, having fun. It's important to not only focus on the end goal, because then you will become crazy if you don't enjoy the journey. For example, my big goal is in only 1 year. It's a big world championships. And if I get all my joy in life from the results in the world championship in 12 months, like, my life is just pointless. And I try to have a lot of fun. No, to get a lot of happiness from my day-to-day, and not only from the end goal in 12 months, otherwise I become crazy. So it's very important to also have fun with the process and with the everyday training. And I do it, for example, by posting on Instagram, posting YouTube videos, and also wearing swim shorts, because it reminds me that I don't have to take myself too seriously as a professional athlete, that it's all about having fun in life. Okay, last pillars, guys. Oh la la.
Okay, go.